Meaning, like, do you make all the decisions in your household? What you're going to eat, when you're taking the trash out, who's going to bed? Do you do those, or does somebody else tell you everything that you need to do? Bless you, Holly. So thumbs up or thumbs down, Courtney? Hold it up so I can see your fingers. Okay, perfect. Thumbs up. She runs the household. Well, here's what I know about most women. Most women, I almost want to say 95% of the women, they run their households. And I have women tell me all the time, but I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson. If you run your household, you're a salesperson. End of story. You coordinate everything. You make sure the house is stocked with the things it needs to be. You make sure the trash is taken out. And if you're like us, you make sure the trash is taken to the road. You also make sure the trash is brought back up from the road. You make sure the children are up, they're dressed, they're going to school. You make all of these processes in your household as a mama. Or if you're not a mama, if you don't have children, you're just a wife, or you have a friend that lives with you, you're probably still the one that runs and makes all those decisions. But what you're doing in that household is you're selling them every day. You're selling them on getting up, getting dressed, brushing their teeth. You're selling them on to wear those shirts with that pants, not that shirt with that pants, because that doesn't match. And you're inspiring them, believe it or not, to take the trash out. Now, there might be a little bit of manipulation in that process. There might be a little bit of guilt in that process, and there might be a little bit of anger in that process. But that's okay. You are still selling. So I want you to know that that is what you're going to be doing in this business, because in your household, you have to do it with love. You have to do it with affection, with compassion. You have to feel the needs. And that's all the things that you're going to be doing in a selling process. So what I want to do real quick is tell you the keys to selling really, really fast. Okay. Now you could go sign up for seminars all day long to learn these steps. Okay. But we're going to give it to you free as your mentor. Isn't that the best thing about Mary Kay, is that you get this free from us training? Number one, take the pressure off. Take the pressure off from the very beginning, off of yourself and off of the person you're sitting in front of. Just tell them what to expect. I have learned through my 20 years in Mary Kay, if I sit down with an appointment and I tell them, okay, what we're going to do today is this, 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 and this. First of all, they know how long we're going to be together, and they know exactly what to expect. So it lets their guard down. Okay. So what do I tell in a selling appointment? I basically said, today we're here. First of all, we're going to get to know each other. If I don't already know them, we'll get to know each other a little bit. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, you about you. I just really kind of know who you are to your core. And then we're going to go through some basic skincare. We're going to reach some of your specific needs that you need today. I'm going to give you the option to shop today. That'll be totally up to you if you purchase anything. And I'm also going to share with you a little bit about what I do and why I do it. And then from there, we'll just kind of take it from there. Does that sound good? And they typically say yes. They know exactly what to expect from the very beginning. So when you communicate that expectation, go back to your household. With my children, I would have to say, is there any reason why you won't take the trash out for me today? Because if you don't take the trash out, then it's going to pile up, it's going to stink, and we're going to have bugs. Do you want bugs? No. Okay, so take the trash out. That's what I expect of you. And they know when and where and how. Okay. So same thing in your Mary Kay business. The second thing is be considerate of the people's time. If they told you that they have an hour appointment time with you, be considerate of their time. Don't sit there, don't lollygag, show up on time. If not early, show up on time and not early. Be with them. And if you're doing it virtual, show up on time. Be on the screen with them, okay? Be considerate of their time. Do not be long-winded across the board, but make sure you're real and you're genuine, but you're not taking up too much time, okay? Next of all, listen to what they need from you. Listen, if she's telling you she's got acne problems and you're all focused of you're working on her eyeshadow, that's not what she said she needed. She needed you to help her with her acne. Because see, what happens is when you meet her need based off of what she's asking, she's going to trust you. Then you can sell her the shadows and all the other things. But you've got to build that connection with her. And the first way to build that connection is listening. Okay. And last of all, be honest. Be honest. Girl, if she puts something on her face and it doesn't look right, be the first one to tell her, girl, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm sorry that did not work the way I thought it was going to work. Okay. I tell my customers, listen, you have permission from the very beginning to say, girl, I don't like the way this feels, or I don't like the way this smells, or I don't like the way it looks. And if you get permission to be that way, I get to be that way right back at you. Girl, I don't like the way that looks on your face. And there have been times I'm like, take that off. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We are not doing Halloween costumes tonight, and we laugh. So just be honest. Be honest. Okay. So that's the keys, the quick keys to selling. general keys across the board. But I want to talk specifically to you about Mary Kay. Okay, Courtney. So let me know, wave your hands if there's something that you want to interrupt me, wave, that kind of thing, so I can see it. Thank you. Okay. There are some tools for selling purposes. When you are selling a product, number one, you want to have the product, you want to be able to hold the product. If you're on the camera, hold the product up so they can see the physical product. If you're in person, hold the physical product up for them to see. Women are visual in many ways, okay? And especially when it comes to cosmetics, they want to see it, feel it, smell it, touch it. They want to feel and touch, okay? So make sure that you have the products available for them. Second of all, you either need to have an outline in your head of how you're going to go about this, or you can use the flip chart. Mary Kay provides you a flip chart that you can actually sit down and study through the flip chart to where you learn it yourself, or you can hold it up in an appointment and flip through it. Me personally, I talk with my hands, so it's hard for me to hold a flip chart because I want to talk with my hands and I get all messed up. But I studied my flip chart like it was the best educational tool ever because it gave me words to say. It told me about the products. You have access to all of that on Mary Kay's In Touch. Okay, so the flip chart is perfect. I have seen that it makes a big difference across the board. All right, I just saw your question. Wanting to buy because they think it's just makeup. That's a good comment. Okay, so I'll come back to that one in just a second. Another big tool is your lookbook. The best product knowledge that you can ever learn is sitting down every quarter with your lookbook and looking at the pictures and reading the descriptions of what those products do for you. So as a new consultant, you're still learning what these boosters do. I mean, you're still trying to figure out how to use the oil-free eye makeup remover. So that lookbook is an amazing tool for you, okay? Still to this day, I've been in for 20 years. Anytime a new product comes, I look at it in the lookbook. That's where I go first, because that's the words your customers are going to see. So they're going to ask you questions about, what does this essential oil that's in this one mean? What does it do? Or what does this, dragon fruit extract, what is that? Well, I have read about it in the lookbook across the board. It's a great Cliff Notes type book for you. So those are just some tools that you can always reach out to. Okay. Courtney's comment was, wait a minute, let me check all these chats. There's a lot of chats. Oh, that's Holly Clem. Courtney said, I've seen a lot of people not wanting to buy because they think it's just makeup. And Courtney, that is one of the things that is in your beginning of your introduction to these people. I get that objection when I'm trying to book. That's typically where I run across that objection. They're like, I don't wear makeup, so I don't want to do this. And I always tell them, girl, I don't wear a lot of makeup either. If you didn't see me in Mary Kay mode, I wouldn't have a stitch of makeup on. Mary Kay is more about the skincare, taking care of your skin, because what I want you to do is I want you to look 30 when you're 50. Like, I want you to look young and feel vibrant and feel great in your skin. And that helps me work through that objection through that. Okay. So good question, Courtney. Okay. So here's the deal. How do we sell? We sell all kinds of ways. We sell in appointments, one-on-ones, in groups. We sell on the go. We sell on our Facebook pages. We sell in casual conversation with women. Prime example, I was sitting in front of a woman just earlier today, and she had on some fun pink eyeshadow on her. And I asked her, I said, do you do your eyes like that every day? And she said, no, I'm just doing it through the holiday season. And I was like, I am a sales director with Mary Kay. I would love to get with you, share my business card with you. I am selling her on me right then, not even the product, but I used communication. So you're selling every way that you're going. Okay. But what I want you to know is that women will buy if you feel a need, figure out their need, you feel their need, and you make it within their price point across the board. Okay. So in your presentation of sales, whether it's in a facial, a virtual facial, or a class, you're going to basically show and tell the products. You're going to let them use it on their face. If they feel it, they smell it, they're going to see a difference. So one trick that I learned many, many, many years ago that helped me sell a lot is when I do a facial with a woman, I only do half her face. I only do half her face with the skincare. Now, when we get to foundation, cheeks, and lips, because that's what I always finish with really quickly, I let them do their whole face because I don't want them going home half done, okay? But with their skincare, I make them do half their face. Why do you think that is? Well, it's because they can feel the difference of skincare versus no skincare. And then when we do foundation, they can really see a difference of a face with skincare on it versus a side without it. So I tell them to choose the right side of their face. because that's the right side of their face, and we just laugh about it. And they do all of their skincare on the right side of their face all the way through. So they get the feeling of what this product feels like. And once they see the difference, they're going to want to buy it. Okay. So selling is your presentation, yes, but the biggest piece to your selling at the end is your close. I have seen so many consultants walk away from the table and never ask the person they were sitting across if they want to buy anything. And there is a little trick to doing that. Instead of just saying, hey, do you want to buy one of these? That's not the way to close the sale. If you go back to what I told you before, listen to what they need, let them trust you, and show them how to close. Now, in our area, we have various different set sheets, but I want to take a minute and share my screen with you. And I'm going to share. I don't know if I have the ability to do that or not on the Holly. Holly, you'll have to give me permission to share.
Yeah, sorry. I got to go find you over
That's
here.
Okay.
Make co-host.
Give me the ability to share my screen, and I am going to share with you our low area set sheet, and I'm going to walk you through how you can actually close with that set sheet. It's still not giving me that option, Holly.
Oh, here, I bet if I make you the hostess, it will. Let me make you the actual host.
Try that.
Okay, 1 second.
If not, I can do it without the set sheet.
Make host. There we go. Change host.
The key to this set sheet is so that you can offer women. It's not letting me. It's okay. You can offer. Holly, it is on your board if you want to pull that up in the background and then you just share it. I don't know about you, but when I step into Target, if I step into a store, the first thing I look for is a discount. I always look for a discount. And these set sheets give you the ability to offer your hostess a small discount to start with. So then she feels like she's getting a deal and she wants it. Plus, the other thing, again, this is my craziness. Don't take me into a Marshall's or a Ross. I will fall apart. I do not know how to rack shop. Okay, that's just my skill set. I am not a rack shopper. But if you'll put it together in a set and show me how it works together, then I'm more apt to buy the whole set because I see how it all fits together. So a set sheet gives you that same capability to actually close with the set sheet. So, and your director may use a different set sheet than this set sheet. So
I'm almost there, Julie. Sorry. Hang on 1 second.
You're good. So with this set sheet, while she's pulling it up, one thing that I like to do, because I told you women are show and tell, is I like to have a travel roll-up bag pre-packed with products. Okay. If you don't have enough inventory to pre-pack one with a actual new products in it, then put your demos in it. Okay. Put your demos in the bag. I prefer to have one completely available, but this is a set sheet that we use, and it's set up to where they can get 6 sets for $2.99 or they can get 4 sets for $1.99. If they were to go and buy 6 sets individually, it's priced way more than the $2.99 price. I can't remember the percentage of the sale on it, but it is a big savings for them across the board. So this is how my close would go. I would hold that travel roll-up bag up in my hand and I would say, okay, ladies, I want y'all to look through this set sheet right quick, and I'm going to walk you through the sets we used today. Today we used set 1, which was our skincare. Set 2, we did microdermabrasion. Remember, that was a really super gritty steps that we used that really sloughed off the dead skin. Set 3, we used the satin lips part of this one. We did the scrub on your lips, but remember that we have the scrub for your hands as well. Set 4 was your CC cream, your under eye corrector, and the foundation primer that we quickly put on your face. Step 5 is what we took your eye makeup off, or maybe we took the picture I drew on the top of your hand with this. These 5 sets are the 5 sets we used tonight, okay? We also used a little bit of set 10 because we used the lip gloss. So those are the ones we used tonight. So that's your choice. But if money were no object, if I told you that you could use my credit card, and it has $1 million credit limit on it, okay? You could spend as much money tonight using my credit card. Which set would you take with you tonight? And I have them write down the set numbers, 1, 2, 4, 5. Which sets would you take with you tonight? Okay. Then I asked them the question always, because at the very beginning, I shared with them that we were going to do a follow-up facial, that this was the first of many appointments. And so we're going to do a follow-up facial where we can get into deeper details about your eyes, your lips, those kind of things. So what I need to know is, are you interested in doing that one-on-one, or are you more interested in doing that with a couple of your friends so you can get your friends' opinion about what we do on you? And when you do that, you get products for free. So then you do that as a question. And then the final question is, I am working to build my business, and part of my training is to share with women why I do what I do. And so if you're willing to sit down with me for about 15, 20 minutes to just kind of talk to you a little bit about, what I'm doing in Mary Kay and get your feedback, if you'd be willing to help me with that, by number 3, write the questions yes. Okay. So going back to the set sheet, I just wanted you to see that I do ask questions about the set sheet and how that works. I did want to point out to you that row 2 is what we use in a selling appointment that I'm doing more color and glamour. So I close them off of row 2, and then row 3 is just our different skincare lines, because maybe this girl that I was working with, she was more of my age group that really needed set 12, which is the repair set, over set 1, which was the ultimate set. So it gives you that option across the board. Okay, you can stop sharing. Thank you. Okay, so with that close, you're going to hold that travel roll-up bag. You're going to show them the set sheet, and then you're going to have them on a piece of paper on the back of the profile card, whatever you have in front of them. That's when you number 1, 2, and 3, and you ask those 3 questions. Number 1, if money were no object. Number 2, what's your follow-up appointment? Is it going to be you or with some friends so that they can give you their opinion on what they think? And 3 is, would you be willing to give me a few minutes of your time to share with you a little bit about what I'm doing at Mary Kay, which will lead into next week's training. Okay, so that is a close. What that does is that lets you do that in front of the whole group if it's a group of people. Even if it's an individual, y'all, I still ask these questions. I just write for them. I just do the writing. Okay, girl, money or no object, which questions would you ask? And I write it down on the back for them. Okay, that is what we call like a big table close. Then the next step to selling that is critical is individual closes. This is where you would get me to buy even more products. I'm going to be honest with you. When you put me in an individual setting, you would get more out of me, because then you're going to look at that and say, okay, girl, what questions did you have tonight? What other questions did you have tonight? What other questions did you have tonight? All right, I see that you put set 2, 4, 5, 7 on here. Is that something you feel comfortable taking home with you tonight? Here is the key to selling. After you ask that question, you have to be quiet. And it's so hard. We want to talk. We don't like that void. You have to be quiet. I mean, I literally will sit there and squeeze my hands. Like, I will hold my hands and squeeze them to make myself be quiet, because the next person that talks is the one who actually spends the most money. And what do I mean by that? If you talk, you just took the money out of her pocket. You didn't make the money. Okay. You let her talk. I mean, I don't care. I'll sit there. Is this something you feel comfortable taking home with you tonight? And you wait. And if she says yes, great, write it up. If she says no, I don't feel comfortable with that, then I ask follow-up questions. I will say, is this something that you'd be comfortable doing if maybe we divided it up into payments for you, or if we held a party? Like, I don't move away from that initially. I ask some questions to fit her need. Then if I'm still get the feel that she's not willing to spend that kind of money tonight, well, tell me this, would you be more comfortable with just starting with your skincare set, which is set 1 or set 12 with an eye color? Like, I bring it down into increments until I finally get what she definitely needs and wants, and work with her. Okay, so I just want you to be aware. So that's in a party setting. I want to share with you real quickly another tip in my sales that has been very successful is, after you've had a party and people come back and reorder, do you understand that reordering is selling also? Reordering is selling also. When they call and order that cleanser and that eye makeup remover, I always ask them, is there anything else that you need? Is there anything else that you need? We also have a tool that's like a 50% off page, to where if they spend $50 or more, they get to get one item at 50%. You can also send them that if their order is over $50, girl, you just crossed $50, you get to choose one item for free off or half price off of this page, and send them the picture. That upsells. That takes their $50 sale, and then they're going to add some items to it, so you get additional sales on top of it. Now, I know that you're not profiting off of that one item, but what happens is the next time she reorders, she has used up that product, so now she's ordering 3 items instead of just 2, and you're getting 3 items at full price, then you send her the 50% thing. She chooses and tries something else that maybe she wasn't willing to try before. So just wanted you to see that selling happens at the appointment, but it also happens in the resale. Okay. I don't do it so much that I make them annoyed with me, but I do ask questions. Is there anything else I can help you with? Have you considered trying this product? Have you looked at that product? Those kind of things that help you go across the way. So I just wanted you to kind of have a feel that selling is huge in Mary Kay in every aspect. You're selling yourself, you're selling the products, you're upselling across the board, but you do it with fun, with excitement, with a smile on your face. And so my last tip to you is I'm going to challenge you to stand in front of the mirror this week. And I want you to sell yourself the skincare set one day, a supplement another day, some eyeshadow the next day. Like, I want you to practice selling yourself in the mirror, because what will happen is you're going to see your facial expressions, and that will make you that will increase your energy that you're going to give off when you're selling people. And they then will buy more from you straight off of that, because you're smiling. Because if you're trying to sell like, this is a cleanser and this is how it works, la, 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 you have no interest in that. And y'all, I've seen people do that. I'm like, could you just smile for the love of Mary Kay? They will buy more if you will smile. So practice in front of the mirror. And the more you practice, the better you're going to get about that product. And the more confident you're going to feel when you're standing in front of a woman, whether it's in person or on screen. So that's my tips on selling.
So great.
Is there something else you want to add?
No, it was great, Julie. Thank you so much. You guys, thank y'all for hopping on today. I always love it when you guys join us. So Julie, thank you for being our moderator today. You're the host now. So I can't do all that stuff. I was going to spotlight us both and all that, but it's not a big deal. You guys, but thank y'all for being on. I appreciate you staying on. Courtney, congrats to you on your success, and same to you, Brittany. I appreciate y'all being on today. We have, this will be recorded to YouTube. So if y'all go to my YouTube channel, it's just youtube.com/@HollyLowe. You can go and find all the new consultant training. If you want to go back and check out any of that, all of that is there and available for you. So Merry Christmas to all of you. We will not